Sometimes the problem is not power or performance, it is space. You open a laptop, connect a phone, or fire up a console, and very quickly one screen feels tight. That is where portable monitors enter the picture. Today we are comparing two very different ideas of what a portable monitor should be. One leans hard into size, resolution, and gaming flexibility. The other focuses more on touch, mobility, and work-first comfort. And the interesting part is how different they feel once you actually live with them. So let's dive in. Right away, these two monitors tell you what they are about. The UpPlays J3 feels ambitious from the moment you pull it out. It is big for a portable display at 17.3 inches, and it clearly wants to replace a desk monitor when needed. Meanwhile, the Verbatim monitor feels more restrained. At 15.6 inches, it slips into a bag more easily, and its metal body gives off a work tool vibe rather than a gaming accessory. So even before we talk specs, you already sense that these are built for different people and different habits. Starting with the UpPlays J3, the first thing we notice is how light it feels for its size. That surprised us. The body is slim, and the matte screen helps keep reflections down, which matters when you move between rooms or travel. The smart black folio cover pulls double duty as protection and a stand, and while it is not fancy, it works. What really caught our attention is the Visa mount on the back. Portable monitors almost never offer this, and here it opens up real setup options. You can mount it on an arm, place it beside a laptop, or even build a compact gaming corner without clutter. On the Verbatim side, the aluminum housing feels more premium in the hand. It has a cool, solid touch, and it inspires confidence when you toss it into a backpack. The built-in kickstand feels thoughtfully designed, and it adjusts smoothly to different angles. This sounds small, but over long work sessions, it matters. The included neoprene sleeve also feels practical and travel-friendly. Compared to the J3, the Verbatim feels more polished, but it also feels less flexible in how you can mount or customize it. Now let us talk about the screens, because this is where the gap widens. The UpPlays J3 runs a 2560 by 1440 panel on a 17.3-inch screen. That extra resolution shows up immediately. Text looks tighter, UI elements feel more spacious, and games benefit from the added detail. The 100% sRGB coverage helps colours feel natural rather than exaggerated. However, the matte coating slightly softens sharpness, which you will notice if you compare it side by side with a glossy panel. However, Verbatim uses a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS panel. It is clearly lower resolution, but it still looks clean and balanced. Colours are accurate enough for design work, casual editing, and video watching. The viewing angles are solid, and brightness holds up well indoors. If you are coming from a laptop screen, it feels familiar and comfortable, but if you place it next to the J3, you do notice the difference in workspace and clarity. One major divider here is touch support. The Verbatim offers a 10-point touchscreen, and in daily use, this changes how you interact with it. Swiping through documents, zooming into timelines, or tapping through presentations feels natural. For collaborative work or quick adjustments, touch adds speed. On Windows and Android, it works smoothly. On macOS, it behaves more like a standard display, since touch support is limited. The UpPlays J3 does not offer touch, and it never pretends to. Instead, it focuses on acting like a full-sized external monitor. For gaming, editing, or long typing sessions, we actually prefer this approach. Touch sounds appealing, but it is not always practical on a 17.3-inch screen that sits a bit farther away. So here, it really comes down to how you work and what feels intuitive to you. In gaming, the UpPlays J3 feels more at home. The 1440p resolution paired with a 60Hz refresh rate works well for single-player titles and cinematic experiences. Colours feel consistent, and HDR support adds depth in supported content. FreeSync helps keep motion smooth, and response times feel acceptable for a portable panel. Built-in speakers are usable, though we would still recommend headphones for immersion. The The Verbatim can handle light gaming, but that is not its main strength. Full HD at 60Hz works fine for casual play, but you do not get the same visual depth. Where it performs well is productivity. Video editing, spreadsheets, presentations, and multitasking feel smooth. Touch input speeds up small interactions, which adds comfort over long work days. Both monitors cover the basics well. The UpPlays J3 offers USB-C and HDMI, which makes it easy to connect laptops, consoles, handhelds, and even phones with desktop modes. Single cable setups work nicely with supported devices, which reduces desk clutter. The Verbatim also supports USB-C and HDMI, and compatibility across Windows, Android, macOS, and iOS is solid, though iOS limits touch support. In daily use, both feel reliable. We did not face flickering or connection drops. Power delivery over USB-C helps keep things simple, especially when traveling. Here is where size plays a role. The Verbatim is easier to carry, it fits into bags without effort, and the metal body with the sleeve feels ready for constant movement. The UpPlays J3 is portable, but you feel its size. It fits better in backpacks rather than slim laptop bags. If you move often, the Verbatim feels more forgiving. If you set up in one place for longer sessions, the J3 rewards you with space and immersion. At around $400, the UpPlays J3 sits at a premium level for a portable monitor. What you pay for is size, resolution, color coverage, and mounting flexibility. The Verbatim usually comes in lower, at around $183. Its value lies in touch support, build quality, and travel comfort. Neither feels overpriced for what it offers, but each asks you to be honest about your needs. So, where does that leave us? Well, if you want a portable monitor that feels like a real extension of a desktop setup, the UpPlays J3 makes sense. It gives you space, detail, and flexibility that few portable displays offer. If your life revolves around work on the move, presentations, collaboration, and touch interaction, the Verbatim fits better. It feels calmer, simpler, and more focused on everyday productivity. In the end, this is not about which one is better. It is about which one fits you. And once you choose based on how you actually work and play, both of these monitors can earn their place in your setup. So that was all from us. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.